What's up, folks? My name is Felix. Welcome back to another update on the BNB miner because this project is pumping and there is a lot of opportunity right now, at least from my perspective. In this video, I want to show you when I initially deposited into the BNB miner, how everything played out, how much access I made on my investment, and of course, we want to take a look what happened since I made my last update video. So at first, we want to take a look at the statistics. When did I initially deposit into the BNB miner? Therefore, we have to jump over into the contract here to refresh the page. We have currently a contract balance of 766 BNB, and I will filter now all these transactions here, which are almost 3 million for my wallet address. This is my wallet address with which I'm invested into the BNB miner. And as you can see, I now have over 900 transactions. And if we take a look at them all, click on view more here, then go to the last page and scroll down all the way, you can see that I did a buy X transaction 418 days ago and 21 hours. This was at the 2nd of May last year. There I put in 0.4 BNB. So, and if we go back and filter for all my buy X transactions, you can see that this was my only deposit into the BNB miner. So I never put in BNB again since that day. I just compounded what I earned. And if we click on this transaction, you can see at this time, this was a value. So this should be the current value of 94.52 US dollars. It should have been around 160 US dollars at that time at the 2nd of May in 2022. And if we compare that to my current total value locked, you can see it's at 8.4 BNB. So 160 US dollars I initially put in over 400 days ago, and now my current TVL is worth around 2,000 US dollars. So that's the current BNB price, and if we calculate that, it's roughly 2,000 US dollars. And if we put that into the calculator, we can see that's a 12.5x on my initial investment. And the more important thing is, if we go back to my initial transaction, again, it was at 0.4 BNB. And now, since I did my last action in the BNB miner, you can see I accumulated 0.41 BNB. If we take a look on my last transaction here on the blockchain, put the filter away, and you can see that I did my last transaction 1 day and 5 hours ago. So I basically accumulated 0.41 BNB in just around 29, let's say 30 hours. So it took me a little over 400 days until I now get what I deposited at that time in around 30 hours in rewards. And that's why the BNB miner is a long-term project. I want to show you my initial video, which I filmed on the 3rd of May. This was on my German YouTube channel. So I basically invested on the 2nd of May in 2022 and put up this video on the 3rd of May where I said I have now invested, and this was the chart at that time. And you can basically see the first cycle and then this slight upwards trend right here. And if we take a look at the current chart, so we were here, this was the first cycle, and this right here, this little upwards trend right here was at that time when I got in. If I make this a little bit bigger for you, you can see that the 2nd of May was right here. So I took advantage of this little pump right here because I saw people are coming back into the BNB miner. And then I had this whole ride up to close to 12,000 BNB in the peak. And that's exactly the opportunity which I'm seeing right now as well. Because if we make this last part here a little bit bigger, we can see that we have this smaller upwards trend right here, then this bigger pump from this 175 BNB deposit. We basically had these bigger deposits also when the second cycle started, when I initially got in. So risk reward ratio from my current perspective is better than it was at the time I got in. But yeah, of course, that is just my current view on the things in the BNB miner. We are still reliable on new capital. There is no revenue stream for this miner. You should always keep that in mind. I just wanted to tell you that I see another good opportunity right now to ride this wave, to jump in. Of course, I can't tell you if it's already the time for the third cycle or if we have to wait a little longer, maybe a few weeks, maybe a few months. We don't know, but I'm pretty sure it will come. And positioning is everything. And most of the time, the key thing is not timing the market, it's time in the market, as my personal example proves. These over 400 days in this project, which returns me now around, let's say, 100 US dollars every single cash out day. Of course, I'm not cashing out every single day. This is another example right here. If you want to follow my BNB miner journey, you are right here on this channel. And if you want to take part yourself, the only thing you need is BNB on the Binance Smart Chain. You just put in the amount of BNB you want to deposit, for example, 10 BNB, and then you get around 1 quadrillion miners. You just click on here, MetaMask pops up, you confirm this transaction, and that's already it. Then you invest it, and you will get up to 3% in rewards in this miner. If you are not educated how these miners work, there will be a beginner Medium article down in the description box. That should do it for this update. Thanks for watching, and we will meet in the next one.